So, this is the Metaphiles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. And that's the podcast that talks to you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's episode 77.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 77. Yes. Because we did the 12.
I remember that.
And then this is 77. I remember that we have done that many since 12. I can remember how many we've done since 12 every time.
And so, and now correct me if I'm wrong with this part.
Oh, I will.
With the podcast that talks about the we, the world, and the why.
Yeah. But not all at the same time.
No, I knew that.
I don't know if that's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Just clarifying.
Okay.
Because we talk about first we talk about the we. Mm-hmm. Then we talk about the world. Then we talk about the why.
Right.
Then we talk about the Wii again. Then we talk about the Nintendo Wii. Then we talk about...
That doesn't sound right to me.
No? So it was, in fact, I who was corrected when I was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what I was waiting to do to you.
Well, I think I can take it from here. In that case.
I think you better, because I got a lot to think about.
All right. So, all that having been said, we got all that. We're talking about snow. Yeah, we are talking about snow.
That's right.
Not a question.
No, and neither of us needs to be corrected about that. And if I may, Jay, just want to say,
sure.
75 episodes in.
Uh-huh.
The Metaphiles are talking about weather. What's
have that right there.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. And this is my prop. Do a little trick.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Was that part of it?
No. But it's for hitting the...
Yeah, no, just not going to play from that. Or that's just an example. I really...
Every time, I need this to be clear.
Yeah.
Every time anything touches the beats me at any time, it plays the same.
Yeah. And every time you were hitting it just then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, I want to apologize to everyone.
Go ahead.
But really, I want to apologize to myself. I did not realize that me doing AC/DC a cappella would become a thing that I would have to hear for the whole episode.
And our listeners as well will have to hear it.
Yeah, but I'm apologizing to me right now.
Okay.
I'm apologizing to me when I'm watching this back to edit it. I'm sorry.
Do what you got to do.
We don't like that song. And now you have to hear it a lot. I only had to hear it once.
Back in black.
Twice.
He just said.
3 times. Maybe. Should we put that on there too?
Yes, we should.
Back in black.
Let's go ahead and try to time it out so that the lyrics come in at the right spot.
They do at the same time. In that part of the song, I've listened to it about 100,000 times. Here we go.
Back in black. He just said.
I gotta give it up, man.
I'm sorry.
I gotta give it up, man. They fucking rock, dude.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Can you imagine just being a dude and being like, you know what I want to do with my life? I'm just going to sing like this. And that's going to be my whole fucking career. I'll make $1 billion fucking dollars. People... I'm not done yet. Hold on. Give me a second. People give people shit on YouTube about recording shit and thinking it's dumb, and like they make a bunch of money off of it, and they're like, how did you to make money off? Look at that fucking guy from AC/DC saying like that.
And
People act like he's some kind of fucking rock genius.
And he did it on YouTube too.
No, he didn't.
Well,
He didn't
there's.
start.
I heard there's
He's on
songs
there.
on YouTube. But do you think it's what you said, or do you think that he was a guy who was like,
I want to become a beautiful singer of lovely songs.
Or maybe his voice is even worse than that when he's talking. He's like, he works really hard on
the mic's
singing.
gone. They're like, wow,
The voice of a relative angel.
relative angel. That is not an AC/DC song.
Relative angel.
Bam, bam.
Let's
Let's have that. Let's have that.
The whole Beats Me is AC/DC.
AC/DC.
This is not the AC/DC episode.
It's the AC/DC beats me.
AC/DC Beats Me? Boy, I hope the Beats Me is happy with it. By the way, it's not the Beats Me. Beats Me, the sample pad is its name. Beats Me is its name. That'd be like if you were the Jason Ford, the podcaster.
Finally!
Okay, so
The Jason Ford has returned to Nashville.
So maybe it is this then.
Can you smell? Well, I was thinking of it like a product, like the sample pad, the Alesis, to pull something out of my ass.
I believe
That might.
that it Beats Me is its name.
Okay.
Well, but like the Fact Tube's name is the Fact Tube, and the Rust Pole's name is the Rust Pole. So I guess the Beats Me's name is the Beats Me.
Mm-hmm. You want to do an apology number 2?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll wait.
To who?
You're right, man. Fuck them. You're right, man.
Worst public apology. I am sorry. Who? What? For what? For that? Okay. I am sorry for that. To those people.
Sorry for what I did, if I did it even.
Jay,
Yeah.
let us tarry no further. Snow. Wait a minute.
What? Hey, are we even recording right now? What if we're not?
We're not.
Push record.
Okay, I pushed it, but hang on. It won't work for a second. So you can say all this stuff until it's ready. Should be ready by the time I get back to the table.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Are we ready to record?
It should be booted up by now. Did you say anything?
I was just like getting my mind ready for podcasting.
You were doing your mental voice exercises.
I like to break a mental sweat as well.
Yeah. Your brain is so wet already. Why not make it
Brain
sweaty?
sweat. Your brain is wet already, but I'm really sweaty.
And speaking of things that are wet and
Cold.
yeah.
Also melts, which third apology of the episode, a little bit similar to butter. Butter melts, snow melts. I don't know, maybe we might have slipped through the cracks a little bit.
Should we, right in this exact moment, call an audible, and this is the AC/DC episode now? And I will throw all this research away.
No.
Okay.
Fuck that. That's we'll never do. I like to make a metaphors promise to our listeners that we'll never do an AC/DC episode.
No, we won't, and let's just go ahead and decide AC/DC's fate, since we will never do that in an episode.
Trap drawer.
Pretty much trap drawer. I don't want to hear that stuff.
It's baffling that anyone ever wanted to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe at the time that was cooler than other stuff.
Don't walk it back.
I don't know.
Don't walk it back.
But yeah,
They don't deserve that.
It's it's not the AC/DC episode, so we're not going to actually officially open the trap drawer. But here be known that we would if it was, and we did if we had.
Here. It's gonna be.
Okay. No. It's all AC/DC. I wish we had really trap drawed them so that all that would have disappeared.
It's just white noise.
Let's put that on there. Put that on there.
Okay.
So then anytime that other ACD stuff is happening, at least that can cover it up. Okay, Jay, speaking of things that get covered up by things that are white, snow is white and covers things up.
Your mom!
No! Well, if she was out in the snow, yes.
Yeah, I like snow.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm from Florida. One of my favorite Christmas movies growing up was Ernest Saves Christmas, because it was a Christmas movie set in Florida. So the whole time, it's a Christmas setting, obviously, but the whole time it's sunny and everybody's wearing summer clothes, because it's fucking Florida and there's like snakes and shit.
Yeah.
It's just like I identified with that hard as a kid. And spoilers, and I'm sorry, but at the end of the movie it snows in Florida as a Christmas miracle. Connected with that hard, right?
The miracle is that it snowed.
In Florida, yeah. So Florida people, snow means a lot.
Yeah. And
even Texas, they get snow, to a certain point.
But it's not a miracle for them. Because Ernest doesn't live there.
But they do eat big steaks.
Yeah. Which is better, steak or Ernest?
Steak.
Okay. And yet, if steaks
but not
fell
if you get
from the sky,
yeah,
is that a miracle?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I just like to throw in, I've decided I'm going to try to make this like a through line for my character in this podcast. I hate Kroger, so don't get steaks from Kroger, then it's not a miracle. If it's raining Kroger steaks, it's just a big mess of useless shit. Maybe we should do a Kroger episode. Or a grocery episode. That would be fun.
I do like that. It's going to give this new aspect of your character a lot of room to breathe.
I like to rant.
This great new facet of you that you don't like Kroger.
I'm opening up to our audience. I'm being vulnerable as a performer.
As first revealed, this is now a new piece of deep cut trivia for Metaphiles fans.
Ooh.
The first time that Jay's character revealed that he hates Kroger on Metaphiles. A lot of people are going to say, oh, well, of course, it was the classic episode 77, Snow /ACDC.
Yeah,
/AC
people would be like, no, it's
DC.
the ACDC episode. No, it's not. It's a Snow episode.
It's not.
They get confused.
But also, it's not even any of those.
What?
It's like how the Simpsons were on Tracy Ullman or something like that. Because in our Wallets episode, you talked about how bad Kroger was when you revealed that you had a club card for them. You said they serve you half rotten meat.
Say the rest.
Unlike what falls from Texas skies. Say the rest? I don't know the rest.
Have rotten eggs.
Oh, yeah, that too. I wasn't going to go through the whole shopping list.
No, that was the ramp up.
It was you testing it. It was like, can this be a part of my character?
Yeah, this is going to fly. Yeah. Dry run.
Speaking of that, if I may.
What's up?
I have been wanting to work on my Mads Mikkelsen impression. I don't know who knows who Mads Mikkelsen is or not. He played Hannibal in the TV show they made out of the story of Hannibal. Very good show.
He seems like he'd be a really hard impression to do.
I think it is hard. I'm going to be vulnerable like you were about introducing this Kroger Party character. A new part of my character is that he wants to do a Mads Mikkelsen impression. So can I try it out?
Fly, man.
Okay.
Spread your wings.
But I don't feel confident enough yet to just riff, so can you just like give me a sentence or two?
Sure. Oh, let me think of a really Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay. Do you want to come back to it?
No, I got one.
Okay. And everybody, while he's thinking about it, just go watch a couple episodes of the NBC Hannibal series. Ran for 3 seasons. It takes a couple episodes to find itself, but then it really, really gets there.
You can also watch 007 James Bond Casino Royale.
Sure, he has asthma in that.
Another Round.
Sure,
a great
he's drunk in that.
drunk movie.
Doctor Strange, he's underutilized in that.
Moving on. Let's hear Mads
I would've thought
Mikkelsen
you'd like that.
saying, let's hear him say, no one should shop at Kroger.
No one should... no, hang on. No one should shop at Kroger. It's not good. It's not quite Mads, but it's getting closer. He's very dry. The accent comes through, but not always where you would expect it to. It's not German, but it's like that. But I sound a little too German still.
He's a little bit more mumbly. He's like exactly what you're doing, but a little bit more mumbly.
I have the tone and the cadence correct. I know this, but
Less enunciated.
To fold the accent in is harder because my tongue wants to go German, but it's not German.
Also shorter.
Shorter. Keep the sentences shorter. That's a good note.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm getting closer.
Ooh. A little less English too. Too much English.
Less English.
That's good.
Okay.
We really workshopped
That was
down
a
to
good. That was a
really
good session,
impression.
and we're gonna keep doing them every week
Yeah.
until I have it
Okay.
fucking there.
It's a whole new segment.
Absolutely. It's Kroger and Mads is the name of this show. Or no, Mads about Kroger.
Yes. Wow.
There we go.
Mads about Kroger.
Okay, great. So great first episode of Mads about Kroger. I also love snow. I have always loved it. I, unlike you, come from a land of snow.
You do. Mm-hmm.
West Virginia, Cameron County. I had snow days as a child.
See, that was my dream
I
when I was a
sweated.
kid. Oh,
I
man.
frolicked. I also watched the Ernest movies, but Him Saving Christmas was not my favorite one.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
Yeah. I would hope so. What if you were the fucking...
I'm like...
You're you're an Ernest P. Worrell gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all are familiar with those Ernest gatekeepers. They're all annoying.
Ernest, you have to save Christmas. It's in trouble. Christmas is in trouble, Ernest.
A little bit better.
Okay. I'm going to try not to labor on it. I remember having my first snow day as an adult. You lived in Nashville by this point.
Yeah.
Did you get it too?
Yeah. It was, let's see. It was 2014, I think it was. It was, to this day, the biggest snow that Nashville has been beset by since I've been here. And I worked downtown at a Panera Bread. And, yeah, we were out for like a full fucking week because it was like 10 inches of snow with ice as well. And it was a really fun time. I was living with like the most roommates ever, like 4 other roommates in my house. And so, of course, we just like stocked up on booze.
Mm-hmm.
And every day was just hanging out in the snow world. And so for me, it left a big impression.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you got one in your life.
Yeah, and I've had a few since, but that one was ideal. It was the most, you know, it was the most like heavy metal like AC/DC time ever.
Yeah, a snow day is like the most AC/DC time.
Back in what? I'm sorry. What do you got?
No, well, I'm just running through it in my head. I mean, I have so many good memories associated with snow, but I don't know which ones are funny. I love watching my dog play around in it. That's funny for me to picture. So just picture my dog and picture it snow and picture he's playing it around in it.
Give me a second.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's funny about snow? People slip.
Mm-hmm.
Not they don't get hurt.
Mm-hmm. People peeing into snow is apparently a continuous source of humor, which really deserves to be put to rest. You know.
I wonder if it will be. Do Zoomers write their name in the snow? Seems like they'd be over it.
They've never even touched snow with their feet. They don't touch grass. They don't touch snow.
They put the Oculus Rift penis attachment on for those of them that have those.
Mm-hmm.
And they virtual pee in the virtual snow.
Oculus Rift, virtual pee, and a virtual snow. Let's have that.
No.
On the
yeah, okay.
fact
Yeah,
tube.
okay. Yeah.
What is wrong with this generation?
Oh, I can't do it like with real pee.
Let's have that right here.
Oh, I can't
And also,
do
this is
it
good for
like
hitting the
with
rest.
real pee. Let's see it.
Very nice. Very cool.
Yeah. But so yeah, I love snow. I always did. I always will. You very famously, I think even on this podcast, quite notoriously, hate the cold.
Yeah.
But then when it snows, it's like it's not so bad anymore, right?
It just becomes part of it. Yeah. And like also, I made the decision to buy a warm jacket.
Mm-hmm. And he made that decision. Not society, not the month of August.
I said it by myself, in and of myself, I will purchase a thicker jacket. And I did. And so here I am, and like cold is no longer like a big thing for me.
By myself and of myself, I will purchase a winter jacket.
Still a little bit too long, a little too enunciated.
Okay. That was my last one for a while. It's not the Mads Mikkelsen episode, I realized that.
It would be cool to have him as a guest.
And here's what it would be like. No. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with cold if there's snow.
Yeah. It's the payoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's winter's orgasm. Snow is.
Yep.
Is that a unique thought to have and joke to make?
No.
No.
But it's true.
Okay.
Welcome to Late Plays. This is the part of the podcast where I play AC/DC, where I come up with a podcast idea that might be better than this podcast potentially.
Mm-hmm.
And this week I have an idea called Whose Podcast Is It Anyways?
Oh.
The podcast where nothing is written and the points don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Zach, or like the audience out here, I need, let's have a recent movie star that recently came into fame. And it could be anybody. What do you got?
Am I the audience now?
It's going to have to be somebody but me. I'm Drew Carey.
Okay. Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen. Okay. All right, and let's see. I'm going to need the worst movie that Mads Mikkelsen could possibly be in that's already been made. You know, a title that we're all familiar with. Terrible miscasting for Mads Mikkelsen. So what do we got?
Well, I mean, I already said they underutilized him in Doctor Strange.
This
is what he was.
We're continuing. We're going on. I'm still
Wait.
waiting. You yelled that out.
I thought you wanted us to suggest
And no, there's other people yelling out better ideas. And I'm like,
I don't hear him.
Go on.
No, okay. He's in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay. All right, here we go. Zach, you'll be Mads Mikkelsen, and I'll be Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, wait.
And here we go.
Oh, I imagined that he was casted in the Robin Williams role.
Okay. All right, Zach, you'll be Mads Mikkelsen as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
I'll be
I just wasn't
Pierce
sure
Brosnan.
if you knew. Sorry. You know that Robin Williams was Mrs. Doubtfire.
I knew that. On the...
Like when the whole time she's running around and talking in a British accent. and
Robin
stuff?
Williams guy that fucking, like... hums out.
Yes.
That was Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
She didn't seem suicidal to me at all.
Well, watch it again.
Okay. So I'll be Robin Williams
And Mrs. Doubtfire.
and Mrs. Doubtfire. No, you'll be Mrs. Doubtfire as Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
And I'll be just Robin Williams, alive and well.
Okay.
Oh. I don't have time for my kids. I'm divorced. Oh. Here, kids, go hang out with the maid.
Hello, kids. It was a drive-by fruiting. Not good. Not good. I wish I picked a different guy. I thought it'd be a funny callback. Yeah.
The Jim Carrey buzzer.
Let me try again. I gotta get out of this Mads Mikkelsen thing. It's poisoning the show.
Okay, let's have a... The worst profession, someone who has the worst profession ever.
Oh,
Who we got?
shoveler.
Shit shoveler, okay. And let's have a Broadway musical.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a Broadway musical?
Oh.
Just anywhere in the crowd.
Rent.
Rent, alright. Alright, so Zach, you'll be the shit shoveler, and I'll be the main character of Rent.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're living in the city. And like it's tough because people are ignorant and they really don't like different things. And it's hard for us, don't you think, shit shoveler?
No, sorry. I didn't realize you were standing right
Some
in
got
front
on
of the door.
me. It's okay though.
I didn't realize you were standing right in front of the door. I'm sorry. I'm home from work.
Oh.
God, it was a long shift today.
Do you have to kick the door open with your shit boots every day when
Am
you
I
get back from
supposed to
work?
open it with my shit-covered hands?
You're right. How is it so shitty at work?
Well,
You have a shitty job?
I wanted to...
Is it because you're gay?
It's because I'm gay. Well, no, mainly it's the shit shoveling. It's not good.
Oh, yeah.
But then also, I was talking to Janine in the break room.
Love her.
Well, but I was like, did you like SNL this week? And she was like, you still watch that show? And I was like, I didn't even say that I had watched it. Like, I was just trying to make conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And she all of a sudden is like, being just sorry, but like a bitch.
I've heard shit shovelers are kind of like that sometimes.
It's like, I wasn't saying SNL is good now. I was just saying, like, did you see it?
Right. She was just like, of course it's good. And you didn't even mention whether it was good or bad.
No.
I hate that.
Yeah. And then she starts talking about how Whose Line Is It Anyway is so much
Great
funnier
show.
than
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, is that still on? And she was like, what is that supposed to mean? And I like literally didn't know if it was still on anymore.
It's still on.
I mean,
You're
I know
too
it's,
busy shoveling shit to even know it's on TV.
I have very little time. I get home at 11:30 at night on a Saturday. Guess
Yeah.
what's on? Not much.
SNL's on.
Yes.
Sitting there covered in shit watching SNL.
Anyway, I'm also not going to make the rent this month.
Ugh.
There was not enough shit.
How can there not be enough shit?
I don't know, and I don't know how they convinced me to work on commission. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
They don't have to have like marketing for shit. It just happens, you know?
Wait a second.
It's not in demand. It's like a...
Shit happens.
Yeah, it does.
Shit happens.
All right. 1,000 points to Zach. Zach wins the round.
Yes. Great.
The shit shoveler from Ren's.
What do I win?
The points don't matter. You don't win anything. You win prestige and comedy points.
Okay.
Think about it. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Snow in the World, segment 2.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Okay, we covered Snow and Us. Couldn't have covered it any more than we did.
Not possibly.
Now, of course, in segment 2, we cover Snow and the World.
The world. Snow und the world.
And in this case, it kind of is a big ball of snow. Sometimes.
Oh.
Some parts.
Because there was the Ice Age, especially.
Oh, yeah, a lot of snow going on then. Well, ice.
Is ice, how different from ice is snow?
We will have to do the ice episode to find out, I think.
Next week.
Yeah, we're going to do a snow episode, ice episode, water episode, steam episode.
Ooh.
And by the end of that, we should have it all pretty figured out.
The H2O series. Pretty cool.
Yeah. This is something I was thinking. And we can't spend too much time on it right now. We should have before, and we will after. But the body, the human body, is mostly water, and we drink water, and it's the best thing for us. A lot of what the rest of the body is human meat.
Yeah.
So if we ate human meat, wouldn't that
Kinda
probably
hot.
be the best thing to do? If our body likes to eat what it already is.
Uh-huh.
But we can't stay on that. We really do not have time.
Okay. I'll allow us to move on from cannibalism.
Okay, we can come back to it another time. Snow, Jay. Snow happens when crystals form around a speck of dust or pollen and form packets. So snow is all dust, which is weird to think that there's all that much dust around all the time. But there is.
Huh.
It can grow so big. Typically, a regular snowflake will fall at a rate of 1 to 4 miles per hour, and it can take it 1 hour to get to the ground. So a snowflake that was just starting, if it had started snowing at the beginning of this episode, we wouldn't even know it yet.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's scary, right?
Not really.
It might have already begun.
Uh-huh.
And we're not even to segment 3 yet.
Not really scary. I mean, cool for me. Like, I would like it to snow.
Scary.
Okay.
It's just the not knowing that's scary.
Uh-huh.
Larger and heavier snowflakes can fall as fast as 9 miles per hour. Look out. Get out under the roof. The biggest snowflake that was ever recorded, how big do you think it could even be?
It was one of them liberals. Snowflake. I'm going to go with 3 inches across.
15 inches big, 8
That's not
inches wide. Recorded,
That's not a fucking snowflake.
recorded in Montana, 1887.
How is... What?
Yeah, that's really big.
Wow.
That, I think, is bigger than your head. Or, than your
Sure.
face. Your face isn't 15 inches.
Probably. Let's have a size comparison on the facts here.
Okay, let's put a snowflake in front of Jay's face on the fact tube. Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That's pretty big.
Word.
I left some of my research upstairs, I just realized. We'll see if I need to go get it or not. There has been snow on Mars, Jay.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That means there's water on Mars.
Yeah, they think we knew that. Right?
Until pretty recently.
Oh.
It was a mystery.
There was water on Mars recently. Now there's snow there, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, snow in space. In 1988, in Wisconsin.
Snow is their reality.
There was snow in 1988 in Wisconsin. There was.
Pretty cool.
And there was snow even even at the National Center for Atmospheric Research. There was
snow there too.
Yep. And a scientist named Nancy Knight, don't say it yet, found 2 identical snowflakes, busting the myth that no 2 are alike. Nice fellow. Really? Okay.
Sorry.
I'll allow it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with busting a myth that isn't true. They made a whole show about it.
I hated that show.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted somebody to bust them.
Whoa, MythBustersBusters.
Yeah.
The new show. That'd be such a funny show. They try to replicate every episode, and they're like, actually, they got this one wrong.
Yeah. Well, and also be like, by the way, when they were saying all this stuff, there was a camera there and cue cards. They didn't know all that stuff off the top of their head. It was...
And then there could be a show after that called MythBustersBusters, and the next thing you know, it's the whole scientific field.
Wow.
The first Mythbuster was...
And then after each episode of that...
Isaac Newton, the first Mythbuster.
That dude busted.
He busted myths all over everybody.
Isaac Newton busted.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he is busted. I'm saying he
busted.
He busted. Then after each episode of the scientific community show, we can have Talkin' Busts with Chris Hardwick talking to us about how it went, if he is still allowed to do that. For a while he wasn't, and I don't know now. Here's some places it has never snowed ever.
That's okay. Who? Where? Who hasn't snowed
The
forever?
set of Ernest Saves Christmas. No, that's not one.
I know that's wrong.
That's not one. Puerto Rico, Vanuatu, the Virgin Islands, Guam, Cairo, Egypt, New Delhi, Fiji, Borneo, the Dry Valley, Antarctica.
No.
Spot in Antarctica, no snow.
No.
Is because mountains that surround the lowlands create katabatic winds, which is wind that goes down a hill.
Yeah, I know.
And it cuts through everything these winds do, so you can't even have any snow there. Or any rainfall for 2 million years at least.
Jeez.
So that's where to live in Antarctica if you're looking for a place.
Pretty good katabatic winds today. Love living here.
Pretty boring, but not snowing. It snowed one time since 1787 in Yuma, Arizona, only once. It has never snowed in Honolulu, Hawaii, or seemingly on the entire island of Oahu, where Honolulu is located. It snowed for 1 hour some day in January in 1977 in Miami, Florida, and it has never snowed even once in Key West, Florida. Never since dinosaurs even.
That's insane to think that it snowed in Miami.
Hey, did it snow when there were dinosaurs?
Yeah.
there were dinosaurs walking around in the snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
I guess so. I'm just still thinking about Miami.
Mm.
It's like snow, and like normally it's cocaine. Normally it's cocaine.
What?
Back in black.
This somehow led me to know that Wikipedia has an entire dedicated entry to times that it has snowed in Florida.
Yeah.
And I copied and pasted all of it because it gives you a list of every single one. I copied and pasted that list, popped the old number function on.
Mm-hmm.
In the entirety of the state of Florida, between the years 1765 and 2022, it has snowed in Florida in, almost 300 years. 71 times only.
Wow.
Less than there are Metaphiles episodes.
Hard to believe.
We can officially say there's more Metaphiles than there is snows in Florida.
Kind of our claim to fame, sure.
Absolutely. I think we replace the podcast that talks to you with that.
The podcast that has more episodes than the amount of times it snowed in Florida.
And so each of these times was so notable that it was recorded and has been digitized. Jay, do you want to give me a month and year between 1775 or whatever I said and now? Or last year?
I think the year where I've been alive and it did snow where I was at in Florida was 87 or 88.
Well, I'm going to need a number.
For what?
Between those two numbers.
Oh. 1987.
Okay. It was your other one was 86, you said?
88.
Neither one. It snowed once on March 1st, 1986 in Florida. And in 1989, it snowed on December 23rd and 24th.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
That was the one.
89.
So you want to hear 89? December 23rd, 24th, 1989. Light rain in Jackson turns to freezing rain as temperatures drop and later changes to snow. The snow totals several inches in some locations and results in the first white Christmas in the city's history. What a historic day. Cataloged for eternity on the Wikipedia.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool indeed. Okay, it does look like I'm going to have to get my other page. First, we will hear about what it would be like to live in a snowless world, according to farmersalmanac.com.
A nightmare for me.
Sunlight that hits snow and icy landscapes reflects back instead of being absorbed. If this did not happen, the temperatures would increase 9 degrees Fahrenheit per year. Snow also insulates by trapping multitudes of air bubbles between layers, and so without that, soil in usually snow-covered areas would become frozen, which is called permafrost, and this is bad for crops and leads to more flooding. How much air is trapped? This is no longer from farmersalmanac.com. They don't get credit for this. Other places do. 90 to 95% of snow is actually trapped air. This is why animals burrow into snow to stay warm. And it is why igloos, when they are filled with bodies, which is what generates the heat inside them, can actually get up to 100 degrees warmer inside the igloo than outside the igloo. And here is the second to last fact. We're going to save the last one. Snow absorbs 60% of sound, which is why it is so quiet when it snowed.
I love it when that happens.
And it has been proven that sounds of nature, which come through more at this time, cause activity in parts of the brain that are responsible for rest and relaxation. So when it is snowy and it's quiet and you hear a bird chirping,
oh yeah,
your brain likes that.
I feel that. I identify with that.
Okay. I'm going to go grab the piece of paper I left upstairs. We will either cut out the time when I'm gone or not. You decide.
Just play some AC/DC. Just play some of that. It's great.
Relative Angel.
Bam, bam.
Back in black.
Oh, I got to do it with real pain. Oh, I got to do it like with real pain.
How'd it go?
Great.
Okay. We turn now. Did it go great? Did you say stuff about me while I was gone?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
We turn now to Reddit,
Right.
where a user named Salsa and You created a thread called "Has anybody else here never seen snow before?" You could have said that at a certain point in your life.
Has anybody else here never seen snow before?
Salsa and You,
If I was a Redditor. Sorry, go ahead.
Salsa and You says, "I live in a pretty hot country, so I've never seen snow before, and I feel like it would be fun. To people who are familiar with it, what's it like?" And we're going to just go through some of the things that people said about what snow is like.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Username deleted said, "Trust me, snow is fun for like 20 minutes, then you realize it sucks to drive in, it sucks to dig out your car, and worst of all, it's cold as fuck." So just killing dreams.
Wow. Jeez.
Sarah Bjorks says, "And it gets in your eyes. I had a laser operation last winter, and I bike to school/work every day. This is the worst part of not wearing glasses."
So Reddit.
S Pacific says, "Cold and wet. That's something the movies and TV shows don't get across well.
Actually, on
snow
movies and
looks
TV show. Alright, sorry.
Go right ahead. On screen, snow looks like this dry, white, powdery substance. In reality, there's the cold, wet socks to peel off your feet."
So negative.
No,
Like,
it's this
Yeah.
poor person who's like, "Is snow fun? It looks fun."
Reddit is actually central. You know, of actually posting, it's ground zero.
r/actually. Username Vincent Van Nope says, "I live in Minnesota, which means I see a lot of snow. Well, which means I see a lot of snow. It's very cold," and that's Minnesota, right? "It's very
Yeah.
cold, and when you cup it in your hands, it melts into cool water. It's very light, but when you pack it up, it can be hard. It's slippery sometimes. Sometimes it's really fluffy. Sometimes it's so packed in and hard that you can walk on inches of it. It's pretty cool. Sometimes it's dirty and gross and slushy like another guy mentioned below, but the first night of a first snow is breathtaking. There's nothing like it. You watch it fall, then you go outside, and the entire world's covered in this white glittery blanket. It's completely untouched. It's just cool." So,
It's like a white cold casserole.
Private Larry has this to say in response to Vincent Van Nope: "I wish we got nice powdery snow like that. I live in Maryland." I don't know their voice.
It's shitty.
Okay. Which is sort of in the middle as far as north-south goes in the U.S. The snow here is heavy, wet, and slushy. You get completely soaked if you go out in it. Great for building stuff, though, and when I was a kid, we built the greatest snow forts, blah, blah, blah.
When I was a kid, it was the most wonderful time. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. It's not good for skiing, and it's super heavy when it comes to shoveling. I still love it, though. It just seems so clean. Private Larry likes that seems clean.
Mm-hmm. At ease, private.
Admastvia says, "I live in Australia and before that South Africa, so snow's pretty foreign to me too. I've seen it twice. Snow's crunchy to walk in. You can't pick it up like you see in the movies. You gotta dig your fingers in a little bit to get a good handful. Snow is dirty. The top layer look clean and white, but once you start digging down, it's mixed with dirt and it's not so nice. Snow's pretty heavy and melts fairly quickly if you hold it. Making a snowman's not as easy and requires a lot of snow. Having snowball fights is extremely exhausting and often ends quick because everyone just gets so tired of...
What?
I know. Oh, that's very personal to that Australian.
Yeah.
There
could be snakes underneath it at all times.
Isanova had one, and it's really long.
Yes.
It's pretty long, and like in a way, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Mads Mikkelsen could read it, but I don't think he's ready to. Let's just go for it, okay?
Let's do it.
After months of searing agony in the unforgivably humid Ontario summers, the first snow starts to fall. It's October, and the change of season is very much welcome. Just as it hits your skin, it disappears instantly, almost as if it wasn't there at all. Then the voracity of winter takes hold, and the snow starts falling faster and harder, and with the frigid winds you realize that maybe winter isn't such a wonderland after all. By now it's the second week of December, and your molecular genetics final starts. Your molecular genetics final starts in 60 minutes. You get to your car, but it's completely covered in snow.
Molecular genetics!
Your gloved hands aren't enough to clear off all this white nuisance, so you trudge over to the trunk and pull out the heavy artillery, the heavy-duty snow brush. Timer, shush.
I hate this fucking...
I know, and they just keep going. It keeps going
stop.
like that. It keeps going like that. I'll switch to the last paragraph. By the power of mighty Thor, you finally manage to push the car onto the street. T-minus 42 minutes until your final, hoping you can still make it to your exam in time, given that you'll have to drive slower because the roads are iced up. Maybe that's why they call cocaine snow, because after you experience it once, you never want to deal with that shit ever again. I do not believe that person has not done cocaine more than once.
Imagine writing that shit.
So we'll leave the Reddit segment with Salsa and you did an edit to their post and said, "Today I learned that snow is annoying, but people like it, I guess." So sad.
Jesus.
So sad for Salsa and you. Okay, Jay, there's one final factoid we have to get to. We'll do it quickly.
Let's do it.
I'm so very happy because we get to do something we haven't done on the show for a long time. It is time now for Podcast of the Apes.
Let's
roll that theme.
Let's get the theme somewhere down here. Just a second.
Pop that theme up.
Yeah. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we get that. Okay, here we go. Macaque monkeys in Japan have been observed making snowballs, stealing them from each other, and battling to win them back to play around in the snow.
Amazing.
Apes like the snow. They make snowballs. Apes make snowballs. This has been Podcast of the Apes.
That's congratulations. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it when we get to do Podcast of the Apes.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good one. And that's Snow in the World. You son of a bitch. Not you.
Oh, what? Fuck yeah. We'll be right back. Yeah. Hi. It's segment 3.
Mm-hmm.
Why snow? Why?
Why snow?
Hello?
Yeah,
why snow?
The thing about asking why snow? Yeah, why snow? I mean, if you're a person who only knows about salsa and doesn't know about snow, you think snow. Oh, it's so fun. It looks so pretty. and then you go ask somebody about it, and they say, "Oh, you think you would like it?" You're wrong. It's wet and dirty.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think it's pretty and nice.
Me too.
And yes, it's cold. But guess what? It only happens when it's cold.
And yes, it is cold. But is it not cold?
If it was the middle of summer, then all of a sudden it's snowing. First of all, it feels nice now.
That would be cool.
I was trying to say that like maybe that would be a way to not like snow, but no, it made it better.
Made it better, yeah.
Summer snow, goddamn! I wish we had it.
Summer, that'd be the best part about teleportation. Is like, I know we're not done building the igloo, but I put down my bricks. I'm gonna go to the Amazon for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Like, warm up.
I'm not trying to Reddit you right now.
Don't you dare.
This is genuinely.
Are you trying to fucking Reddit me?
You pronounced
Trying
it.
to fucking Reddit
You
me?
pronounced it igloo. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm asking, is that right?
It's right if you want it to be right. Okay.
Okay, then it is, because I did. I want you to be wrong.
Igloo.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know.
I could say it either way.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know how you say that word. I never built one, saw one, sat in one, knew how to pronounce that word for sure. I want to sit in one now. It sounds nice. Sounds cozy.
You're in the Arctic. You're like, I can build the igloo. And they're like,
I was also
You
just,
said
of
igloo?
course, thinking they're kind of like redditing me in the igloo, in the igloo,
anyways,
in the glue,
the igloo. was French.
glue, electronic glue.
It's
I don't know. I got a head full of Mads Mikkelsen up here. What am I supposed to do? I can't get him to stop.
just Mads Mikkelsen in your head. Doesn't matter what you want to think.
Yeah.
It's just Mads. I think glue is an interesting why for us.
I'd do a glue episode.
Not glue. I mean snow. Fuck
Oh.
glue. My bad.
Okay. Well, I would do a glue episode, but
I think you know what that would be going.
okay. But
Glue.
let's concentrate. Yeah.
Snow is just interesting because it's really obviously like the Farmer's Almanac stuff that you said for the research. I didn't know that, and that's obviously pretty fucking important function.
Yes.
But largely, to us, it just comes across as a nuisance or just like an aesthetic, just like a vibe, just like a fucking snow vibe.
And I'm gonna create a little scale here.
I see it.
Nuisance
Uh,
vibe in the middle,
mhm.
and then on the other farther end of it,
Hmm.
nuclear war. No, that's from our last episode. An amusement. It
Yeah.
can be cold and wet. Yes, your socks. I know, but also so fun. Dress up nicely and
Yeah.
And those in the middle vibe. Snow is good. Snow is bad. Snow is all around us, and I'm not sad.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get that.
Snow is good. Snow
There,
is
maybe we
bad.
can do a little ACDC remix.
Long samples this week.
Yeah, let's try and do the ACDC remix with
Let's
that.
have a beat.
These two at the same time.
Snow is good. Snow is bad.
He does that.
Snow is all around us, and I'm not sad. Snow is good. Snow is bad.
Oh, I've
that's
got
good.
to do it.
That's
It's real
it.
I mean, yes, it did. Yeah, I mean, we can't. The why of snow is not like, why do we need it? It's obvious why. Why is it here? It's obvious why.
Yeah.
But it's why you and me
Why?
with snow. Right?
I was gonna say it's why. The why is like because it's a combination of environmental processes and materials and shit. That's just just
Yeah.
put together. It's where it's like it's cold. There's dust in the air, or pollen.
Right.
It gets covered in frozen water, condensation. It falls very slowly,
Yeah.
accumulates on the ground. It's a strange thing.
Yeah. Do you think if every time a snowflake hit a surface, it made a little fart noise like you just did, that this would be a very different episode?
I can't. That sounds like the best Christmas movie ever.
Let's go ahead and see/hear that on the fact tube. A world where every snowflake farts when it hits.
Starring Mads Mikkelsen.
No.
I hate to be like such a critic.
No, this is what I needed. This truly is why I brought it up. You are helping me. So, Mads Mikkelsen impressions aside, fart noises aside, we need it to live.
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to shovel it. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Here's one thing I like about snow.
What do you got?
When it has snowed, everyone is reduced to a certain degree in how cool they can look, act, seem, be, and portray.
Mm.
And none of those are the same thing.
Yeah.
You cannot be cool when it's snowed. You are like this, and you're wearing all this, and you're like
Yeah.
just trying to get by, and it humanizes everything. We're all in it together a little bit when it's snowy.
I was thinking a parallel to think about would be like birds.
Okay.
Where for birds during the summer it's like bright colors on their feathers and mating and reproducing and shit. And in the wintertime it's just like you can't do any of that.
Right.
You have to go down into just like you can't have those feathers not warm enough, you can't have this behavior. It expends too much energy, which is precious in the wintertime, which is
You
short
somehow
food.
blew it and didn't fly down to Puerto Rico for the season.
Yeah.
All your friends did, but you didn't somehow.
Right. Point is, even mammals, I don't know exactly which species would be the best for it.
Birds do. They're around.
But it's kind of the same for us. You can't be cool, and like being cool is trying to fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All the people on Reddit on some level or another who were like, it sucks. I hate it and you should too. They were all trying to fuck on some level or another.
You have to shovel it on your windshield.
And if you're anything like me, your giant dick gets so cold. If you're anything like me, I'm saying, Salsa and you. If you're not, well, hey.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of this gets us any closer to answering why snow.
Oh, I disagree. I think the idea of snow as a leveler is a big part of why. Part of why I like it. It got me out of school a lot, and then work sometimes is a big part, but also the fact that everybody has to just kind of like be a little more present.
Sometimes you got to be a little more present. That's why snow. I like it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a choice. It's too damn cold.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love snow.
Me too.
I will repeat.
Let's repeat it one more time. I love snow.
Okay.
And
It's good to say it. One more time.
I love snow. And I would like to say to username deleted and private Larry and all of those ones. Come on.
Come on.
Go out there. Make a snowball. Have your buddy steal it. Try to steal it back. And be like the apes, man. They know what's up. They think snow's fun. They're not worried about making it to their molecular gastronomy exam.
They don't have to ask why snow. They just enjoy it.
Yeah.
By the way, you got a hair hanging off your beard. Got it. Yeah. You're welcome. So what's okay? The villain of snow.
Sun. Right?
It's true. Yeah.
I didn't come in with that locked, but
It's just it's totally obvious.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
I put snow in Kingswood, personally. Oh, the jacuzzi. You wouldn't want snow all the time. You wouldn't want winter or summer all the time. So yeah, jacuzzi.
Yeah, wow.
It's a bigger jacuzzi, longer jacuzzi.
It would
It's a
it
jacuzzi.
would seem that the fate of snow would be that we love it and we want it to always have a place in the heaven that is the Pinewood. But you're right. If I was up there and I could never ever take my jacket off and show off my fucking huge muscles that I have
Under your jacket.
if you're anything like me,
Yeah.
show off the huge muscles that are on my jacket.
Hell yeah.
That I had them sewn in there. Yeah,
We
you're
can all
right.
relate.
You're right, jacuzzi.
I'm right there with you.
You're right. Snow goes in the jacuzzi where things are good but can't be forever.
Seriously.
Yeah. It also, of course, has dual citizenship in the realm of the inevitable, which is, of course, the King BB.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Interesting that so many things end up there.
yeah. Somebody go ahead and do a study of the topics that we choose and why so many of them are things that could end up in the King BB, the place where things that are unavoidable go.
We'll wait.
We will wait, and you can email it to us, metaphilespod@gmail.com. It might be podcast, try both. Can't remember.
Just email all of them.
Do every variation of it. It's definitely Gmail.
That's such a good reply. What's your email? Okay, well, it's definitely Gmail. You'll find me. You know Gmail, right? Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah, it's like Zach something Gmail. Just try a couple. Yeah, okay. So, the fate, the villain, the lesson,
Twist.
and the twist.
Oh, the lesson. That's right. Lesson.
You know, it's tempting to say act more like apes act. but
That's a perfectly valid lesson.
but okay. Just how many times am I allowed to use that one?
Yeah. Do you think they're thinking about their PayPals? You know, and their TikToks? Mm-mm.
They're busy thinking about their ape pals.
You're damn right. The twist?
The twist.
I got one.
Okay.
It's a Twilight episode, Twilight Zone episode.
I was trying to help.
I'm not as familiar with the Twilight Zone as I am with Star Trek.
Oh.
But it's one of the Twilight Zone episodes.
So what I was just doing was the theme song to Twilight Zone. That's maybe why you didn't like it, because you thought I was just making a crazy noise. You mentioned Twilight Zone. What I was doing was actually the theme song to the Twilight Zone. I was trying to help.
Back in black.
I was trying to help again.
Okay. So this episode, the whole episode, is the world is basically ending because it's getting too hot, and it's not going to stop getting too hot. It's just going to, the sunlight is going to be 200 degrees, and everybody's just going to die. So that's the whole episode, and it's really fucking like grim, right?
In this fictional story that you're telling.
The Twilight Zone episode from the late 1950s.
Oh, this is a real one.
Yeah.
For
real.
For real?
This is Twilight. Dude, this is a Twilight Zone episode, man. That's the real one. Oh.
Okay, I am absolutely done interrupting you.
Well, it's just whole episode, the world's ending, it's too hot, everybody's dying. And then the main character like dies, but then wakes up. It was a dream. And the doctor's leaning over her and like, you okay? You okay? And I'm sorry for spoilers.
Just,
To each and every one of you. And the doctor's like, she's going to be all right. She was just out for a little bit, but she's good now. Hopefully, whatever that means. And then...
This guy's a great doctor.
Is there something funny?
This guy's a great doctor.
I guess she's good. It's fine. Just like, don't do anything.
Yeah, she was passed out. Awake now, though.
Yeah, she started breathing again, so looks good.
Seems like she's not sick no more. I'm going to go hit on some nurses. Peace out.
Bye.
Everything is the right temperature for sure.
How do you feel?
With me and with the whole room.
Robert De Niro, ER. I was like, how do you feel? Okay.
Seems like she's good.
So
he says she's fine. I'm very invested in this Twilight Zone episode. I really
and he's
am.
like, for as long as she will be, as long as any of us will be anyways. Looks out and he like pans up to the window and it's snowing. It's the opposite. It's a world freezing to death. It's going to be minus 200. Snow world. So it's like, you thought it was too hot? It's too cold.
Wow. Wow, man. Okay. Let's you and me right now. We did all our work. That was the official twist.
Feels good.
We got 2 minutes left. I think in 2 minutes, based on that, you and me can write an episode of the 1950s Twilight Zone right now. I think it will take us 2 minutes to do it.
Wow.
Okay? So.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and start. We open up, and the world is run by livestock. The livestock are in control. We're the ones in the cages.
Whoa.
We're the ones getting milked and such. That's Act 1.
Act 2 is one of the humans start to talk in cow language. And the cows are like, that's not possible. They're just dumb fucking humans.
Right.
What? We should put him to death.
But the
then
guy who's going moo moo, and it's subtitles, and it's like it is like
they're like, this human knows how to moo.
And he is like making sentences. He's saying like, I know.
He's saying
what
like,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Please stop this.
And the cows understand him, and they're like, he shouldn't be able to talk. This is strange.
Yeah.
And some of the cows are like, let's kill him, and some of the other cows are like, he's a scientific marvel. We should research him.
Right. Let's take him into the cow lab.
Yeah. And they help him escape ultimately.
Yeah. Off to their like underground cow lab bunker.
That's right. And they have the big cow fucking cow nuclear weapon that they learn how to use.
Sure. Yeah. To take down the Russian cows.
Well, it's just like one bob, and they just kind of worship it.
We're doing Underneath the Planet of the Apes now.
Yeah.
This is Twilight Zone, Jay. Don't give up. We're at Act 3 here.
I was doing that from the beginning. It was Planet of the Apes 1 from the beginning.
Well, don't. We got a good Twilight Zone episode going.
Okay,
here.
so the cows...
Don't short sell your writing ability here. That's why I'm
cows-
upset that you did that, because you can do this.
Thank you.
Right, everybody?
Thank you.
Okay, but I'm sticking with everything you said, because it is good. They're like, he's a scientific anomaly. We got to study him. They take him to their underground cow lab bunker. There is even a nuclear bomb there. I'm okay with that part. But they don't take their thing off and speak telepathically. None of that. Okay. So he's down in the bunker. We need one good thing to go to commercial act 2.
He's down in the cow bunker. Let's see. They hand him a glass of milk.
Yeah.
And he drinks it, and they all freak out.
Yeah, okay.
And they're like, no, it can't be true. It can't be true. And, yeah.
That's commercial break, Act 2?
Yeah.
That's pretty intense. What's going to happen when we get back? Colgate, etc.
Palmolive.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Pall Mall. Okay, we're back. We're going to do the twist together, by the way. I can't take Act 3. That's the hardest part.
Okay.
But we're going to do this part together. Okay? So they come back. They were not upset that he drank the milk. They're shocked. Because for a human to be able to drink their milk means that he's like the chosen one.
There was one who was not lactose intolerant.
Right. Yeah, because in this world, everybody else was.
Yeah.
But he can still drink milk. And so
they're like, he's not farting. He hasn't farted yet.
I mean, not that we can hear, at least. So, then...
May still be deadly.
Guess what, Jay?
What?
He wakes up. He's in a hospital. The doctor is like, seems fine now. I gotta go. I guess I'll just open this window curtain. He pulls the window curtain, and of course, outside of the window, we see that
cow.
A cow
in a field, grazing.
In a field is drinking milk out of a human tit.
Oh, shit. Right. Oh, whoa. Kind of hot.
Submitted for your approval. Fucking
That was a hell of a twist.
tit milk. Tastes just as good, baby. I'm Rod Serling, and you can fucking bet the farm on that one.
He took a visit tonight to the Twilight Zone.
Now I'm going to take a visit to the maternity ward.
Rod Sterling. Well, that wraps it up.
Yes, it does. And that's snow, everyone. And it starts snowing at the end of the episode.
It's snow time.
It's so cold and wet. Let's get out of here.
It's part of podcast. I say,
Start there, I say, oh God, oh no.
Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey,
I'm Jason Ford.
and you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this, and it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it,
Get on our shit.
get on it, build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.